The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel.
Our passion transforms a community that sees and shares all things new. Hi, I'm Rioel Pindoy.
And this is Hannah Traspeses, and you're watching
The 1% Movement on TNC.
Small steps,
Big impact. Welcome to the 1% Movement Show.
wherein consistent incremental improvements can lead to significant transformations over time.
So in today's episode, we'll be discussing about life in harmony. So how can we be juggling yung anything energy? No? So bakit nga ba may mga taong kayang mag-juggle ng different activities? Pero pare-paras naman tayo with 24 hours sa isang araw. Tama ba? So you learn how to optimize your energy, set priorities, and mas maging utilize ang inyong araw.
But before we dive in, magpapakilala muna kami. I'm Hannah. I'm a civil engineer, a contractor, a career development mentor, a financial advisor, and today's speaker pa sa isang big event tomorrow.
Yan yung credentials niya. And I am Rioel, an entrepreneur, unit manager, and also a financial coach. And we help young professionals in building their dream lives.
From getting career clarity, learning life skills, to building the right financial foundation.
So yun na nga, no? So quick question ulit. Bakit kaya? No? Ba't kaya may mga tao na ang dami nagagawa in life? Yan, katulad mo, dami mong nilatag na credentials.
Same
Diba?
thing
So,
with you.
oh,
Dami.
tatlo lang yun. Sa'yo, anim yata. Nilatago. So, bakit kaya nagagawa nila yun? No? May makakapag-excel sa career nila, sa business.
Yeah.
And yet, okay pa rin yung katawan, healthy pa rin yung body nila, and nakapag-create pa rin ng impact.
Yeah. Ayan. So, dito kasi, usually, ito yung mga taong multi-potentialite, yung mga jack or Jill of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
So, kumbaga, ito yung mga tao who, outside their career, marami pa silang pina-pursue outside, out of it. So,
Outside na, out of it pa.
Yan. So, kumbaga, marami pa silang mga ginagawa in life. Yet, kumbaga, in all of those aspects, either nagsasucceed sila or nababalance sila lahat-lahat. Ayan.
And so, either way, it's a success. No? Success, nababalance pa na nga lahat-lahat.
Yeah.
And nag-excel ka. So, bakit? Ba't nga ba naging question ito? Kasi, with a fast-paced
Yes.
sa mundong ito, with the current generation, at ang dami-daming may responsibilities na hindi naman natin ginusto na mamanahin from the previous generation.
Yes.
And nakakapag-create tayo tuloy ng scarcity of time. Kasi
Yes.
may mga iba't ibang, di ba banggitin namin yung iba't ibang dahilan.
Yeah.
Bakit kaya nagkakaroon ng scarcity, though pare-pares naman tayo with 24
Yes.
hours sa isang araw. So isa-isahin natin yun. Yung mga reasons muna, and then later on, we'll be sharing a solution para sa inyo na nag-work sa amin. Bakit siya? Ang dami niyang ginagawa.
Yeah.
Despite sa responsibilities niya sa family panganay, and baka makatulong din sa inyo.
Yes, exactly. But before we dive in dun sa mga challenges na yan, quick definition muna, what energy management is.
Sige.
So we're both engineers, diba? And energy is something that we work with. So kumbaga, with energy management, parang energy in, energy out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, mass in, mass out, energy in, energy out. So, kumbaga, kung ano yung in-input mong effort, ano yung in-input mong time,
Yes.
yun din yung magagamit mong energy. So, doon nga mapasok. Bakit lahat tayo para-para sa 24 hours, and yet, yung iba, mas marami nagagawa.
Ayan.
Diba?
Now, let's dive in. Ano naman tong mga work-life balances na challenges that we encounter, starting with that first one. So
Yan.
usually, ayan, tayo mga
Okay.
millennials.
So first point is
Yes.
yung saan nanggagaling yung scarcity. Bakit? Kasi dahil sa work life, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun yung pinaka-main reason. Work-life balance challenges natin. Oh.
So tayo kasi mga millennials, di ba? There's this demand na i-balance yung work sa personal life natin. Thus, dito na pumapasok yung mga other contributing factors like stress, burnt out, overwork, di ba? Usually, ito pa nga yung parang isa sa triple U natin na uninspired in their careers. Kasi hindi nila mabalance yung, or draw the line.
Boundary. Pag-draw ng boundary between the work and sa life. Kasi, sample tayo ng current scenario sa Philippines. Like, for example, sabihin natin 8 hours lang, 8 hours na yung work. Pero yung trabaho mo, yung travel mo papuntang trabaho would cost you 2 hours papunta. So, 2 hours din pa uwi. So, 4 hours na agad. So, technically, you're, sama mo na yung preparation mo. So, most likely 13 hours isang araw. Para lang makapagtrabaho. Then from there, maubusan ka na agad na more than half the day na agad na naubos technically for work. So, paano ngayon i-juggle yung ibang part ng buhay? Diba?
And kumbaga with that, glad that you mentioned it. Kasi ngayon, especially nung nag-pandemic, ang daming mga trabaho na biglang nag-transition na into remote work
hybrid.
Or meron ng hybrid, meron ng nakakapag-uwi ng trabaho nila. So, kumbaga, somehow, na nagkakaroon na ng work-life balance. Pero, may pero tayo. Hindi lahat ng work can be work from home. For example, ako, sa construction, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-uwi yung pagkahalo ng semento. So, kumbaga, meron pa rin mga careers or work that needs to have that fixed 9 to 5 job pa rin talaga. So, kumbaga, in what other aspects can we adjust? Either yung weekends natin, we draw the boundary with that. Pag sinabing out na sa work, wala nang OTTY na tinatawag natin.
Natin suggest yung mga ganyan. Ito maglalatag muna tayo.
So, kumbaga,
sample lang yan. Sample na namang solutions.
Okay.
So, bakit ako natawa? Kasi may recent post nga siya. Nabash siya. Nabash siya dahil nga,
naghahalo ng semento sa isang coffee shop. Pero,
anyway, so, kumbaga, isa pang example lang hindi pwede, no, yung work-life balance, pagiging embalsamador na. So, hindi mo isupultorero, yung mga taga-ayos ng puntod, diba? So, hindi mo pwedeng maging work from home yun. So, next. So, second point is yung financial pressures. Diba? So, bakit ka may pressure sa finances mo? Kasi, number one, pwede yan dahil nga sa rising living costs, diba? May mga utang ka nung college, nung nag-aaral ka. Or dahil ang dami niyong graduate ngayon, congrats nga pala sa mga bagong civil engineer na licensed, diba? Pero ang dami niyo, guys. So,
welcome to the unemployment.
So, ang dami niyo. So, what would make you unique then para makakapag-create or para ma-hire ka, diba? So, doon ngayon papasok na, bakit nga ba ang hirap makaahon sa financial pressures? So, dahil may financial pressures, nagkakaroon tuloy ng iba pang which is mamaya, i-discuss namin yung gig. Maraming nag-gig naman. So, yun yun. Second point is a financial.
First point.
First point si work life. Sige, go.
Ayan. So, for our next one, our technological overloads naman. So, kumbaga, with the trending ngayon na everyone is on their phones, social media, kaya it can lead to what we call information overload. And, kumbaga, nagkaroon tayo ng difficulty disconnecting from work.
Anapekto ka ba niyan?
Hindi naman. Kasi usual ng work ko is
yung
social media.
Ayun na nga.
Pero,
yun na nga yung point.
Pero kumbaga, may mga tao kasi that nagda-dive talaga into social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Shopee, Lazada, ayan. Counted yung mga yan na instead of magpahinga na lang, napupunta pa into social.
Yun na nga, itong ginagawa natin is a technical overload. So, hindi siya somehow. It's a full. So, what we're doing is also somehow nahihirapan din kami to disconnect from work dahil nga madalas is digital, may meeting, we have to engage with with the community. So, nandoon din kami sa part na to, na technological overload. Number 2, so next na to, which is technological overload, mahirap na mag-disconnect dahil integrated na.
Yeah.
Integrated na yung trabaho with the use of technology.
Ayan. So, for our next one is the social comparison and pressure. So, yun nga, just like what we mentioned earlier, social media can really contribute talaga to a person, adding yung pressure, adding yung, kumbaga, nagko-compare kasi yung sarili niya to other people. Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng self-doubt, mga specific milestones that we have to achieve kasi may mga taong nako-compare yung sarili nila sa ibang tao.
Yeah. So, dahil nga, hindi na mahiwala yung sarili, yung kaluluwa sa social media. Yun, unconsciously, kahit na alam mong wag mag-compare ng sarili sa iba, you tend to compare yourself. Dahil nga nakikita mo na bakit sila nakapag-travel, bakit sila nakapunta nito, ba't sila at a young age, itong isang YouTuber, ginagawa na nakapagpatayo ng sariling bahay.
Yes.
Diba? So, unconsciously, nagkakaroon ka tuloy ng anxiety and self-doubt na, ay, madalas to na, tama bang career ba itong pinupuntahan ko? Kaya bang mag-provide nito sa family ko, sa gusto ko? So, which leads to our next point, which is high expectations na. So, dahil nga nakikita mo yung iba ganito na you tend, not you, but some people tend to shift career kasi nakikita nila na, uy, baka pwedeng ito na lang. Kasi it's not providing, my current career is not providing well for my family. So, lipat akong VA.
Yeah.
But, the time na naging okay ka sa VA, is saturated na ulit siya.
Yeah.
You don't know ngayon how to differentiate yourself to the other VAs. So, then, ang taas expectations mo, madadown ka ulit. Madadown ka ulit.
Yeah. And with here, kasi sa high expectations, it's how people define success. Talaga. So, kumbaga may mga taong overachiever talaga when it comes to success with all the achievements, rewards, all the acknowledgements. Pero meron din namang mga tao na okay na sila sa simpleng buhay lang. Pero dahil nga, you are in that environment pa na napapalibutan where you are expected to do better, to really achieve something great, nape-pressure ka.
Yes. So, dahil nape-pressure ka, dahil na-compare mo unexpectedly sarili mo sa ibang tao, dahil meron kang financial pressure, dahil lang, kinoconnect na natin lahat, no? Dahil sa, kaya naman itong gawin, ganyan-ganyan. Napasok ko tuloy sa gig. So, nagiging freelancer. No? Naging gig economy challenges na. So, nakikita mo na for your time, kaya pala, with just 8 hours, ito pwede kong kitain. Rather than ituloy yung career ko na natapos ko with my formal education, na pwede kami ganyan. So, dami mo nang naging freelancer ka na. Technically, naging self-employed ka na. Pero irregular na yung income ngayon.
Yeah.
So, dun ngayon papasok yung lack of job security. So, you have to manage multiple projects para sa demand or para sa demand ng lifestyle mo for you to sustain the lifestyle na gusto mo. Ikaw, ang dami mong you started Happy Plants.
Yeah.
So, it's a gig, di ba? It's a gig. You somehow started din nung pagtotok mo as engineer Hana nung pandemic. So, bakit ka nag-try na?
Yun nga, just like everyone hit us during the pandemic. So, kumbaga, we need to find ways outside yung pinaka-career mo para magkaroon ka ng income. Though hindi siya naging stable, kasi, kumbaga, kung kailan ka lang may benta or kung kailan ka lang may mag-book sa'yo, doon ka lang magkakaroon ng income. And, kumbaga, yun nga, we have to juggle many things ng sabay-sabay. Kaya may mga times na napapabayaan mo yung isa. But don't get us wrong, guys. We have nothing against mga VAs, freelancers. Pero kumbaga, nagkaroon siya ng new definition na parang pag wala akong work, ay sige, mag-freelancer na lang ako, mag-VA na lang ako. And people think na parang ang dali niya.
Yeah.
Pero it's a skill that you have to, it's the same skill set that you have to develop. Just like sa isang tao na may fixed na 9 to 5 job, mahirap din siya, guys.
Mas madali siya umpisahan.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga ang question ko sa dyan, dahil madali siya umpisahan, ang dami mong kalaban.
Yeah.
Dahil ang dami mong kalaban, hindi mo tuloy alam ngayon paano ka makakuha ngayon ng gig.
Yeah.
Paano ka ma-accept ng client. Paano ka makakuha ng client. So, dun nga papasok na, hala, baka it's not for me ulit. Babalik ka ulit ngayon sa ibang way. Kasi baka mamaya, or pwede naman it worked for you for 1 year. Pero dahil ang dami ng updates, ang dami ng innovations, hindi tayo nakasabay. So, naubusan ka ngayon ng client and yung demand mo for their talent, bumababa na ngayon ang sahod. So, doon na papasok na, enough pa ba ulit? Diba? So, mapapaisip ka, is this still for me?
For me, yeah.
So, dahil hindi ka sure, mag-aaral ka ulit or magtitake ka ulit another client to sustain that lifestyle, ubos na yung 24 hours mo.
Yan.
So, wala ka ng tulog.
Which is the whole point of this show talaga is paano ba natin siya ma-jacket?
Yes. So, that's number 5 or 6. So, next natin is si mental health concerns. And, sige, ikaw.
So, dito, usually, natakay ko rin to a few sometimes sa loob ng community natin na, especially nung nag-pandemic, ang daming naging triggers, ang daming nagkaroon ng anxiety, ang daming nagkaroon ng depression, and, kumbaga, kailangan din natin mag-raise ng awareness kasi it's really becoming a thing, diba? That we have to prioritize yung self-care natin, na we have to go to the right professionals, not be self-diagnosed with it, and kumbaga, maayos natin yung mental well-being natin.
Yeah, so sa mental health, dahil mas nagiging aware ngayon yung mga tao with this thing, with this, dumadami tuloy yung nagpapa-self-care.
Yeah.
So, rather than you working on your gig dahil kailangan mo magpahinga, kailangan mo nagiging aware ka na may mga panic attacks na ano. So, nag-self-care ka tuloy, you have to take breaks, you have to, which is should supposedly part of your daily routine or weekly routine na mag-take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Pero baka napapasobra or baka nagiging kulang last month, babawi ka ngayon, so nausog tuloy schedule mo. Diba? So, doon yung mapasok yung energy mo. Is it still enough? Tama ba yung pag-manage mo ng energy mo to therapy, for your mental well-being, para lang maidagdag doon sa list of your responsibilities. So, another juggle ulit yan.
And for our next one, dito din pumapasok yung social and environmental concerns. So, dito, since we have that strong desire, tayo, di ba? Kumbaga, we have this desire of creating impact, magkaroon ng
significance,
which adds another layer of responsibility. Kasi it will take time, energy.
Like this.
Ayan. So, kumbaga, nagiging somehow concerned din siya for people who has many things to juggle.
So, kung ikaw yung taong hindi ka na fulfilled sa iyong trabaho, which is under triple U, uninspired, you tend to create another way to be fulfilled, which is, yun nga, your social and environmental concerns. But it would only be possible if kasya ba sa oras mo.
Yes.
So, kasi, balikan natin, no, hindi enough yung sahod mo with the current career mo, so you're taking another work, your gig, and yung gig mo is integrated with technological issues. So, integrated ka na doon. Di mo na alam ngayon kung tuwing kailan ka pwedeng ma-disconnect doon sa work mo. And then, dahil doon sa, hindi ka na maka-integrate, hindi mo na ma-disconnect sarili mo, na-compare mo na yung sarili mo ngayon sa ibang tao who's creating impact, who's creating significance sa ibang tao. So, ngayon, mapapaisip ka tuloy ngayon, kung kailan ko pwede ipasok itong impact na gusto ko with other people if ako nga mismo hindi ko ma-manage.
Yeah.
So now, sana, ayan, alam na natin yung mga dahilan
And we're gonna share with you guys a tool that we've been using na I'm sure marami sa inyo naka-heard of ito. Pero this is going to be a quick reminder. Ayan, our time management tool matrix na ginagamit natin.
Yeah, so more popular siya sa Eisenhower matrix. Sige, so ayan yung matrix, ayan yung quadrant, diba? Ayan. So before we start,
Let's
define muna natin ibig sabihin ng important and yung urgent. So important is something that would move the needle, meaning magkakaroon ng progress itong important thing na to towards the person you want to be. So mapapalapit ka, if you do this activity, mapapalapit ka doon sa person that you want to be.
And when it comes to urgent, ayan, so ito na yung time-bounded natin. So the sooner na nangyayari na siya or that is happening, yun yung kailangan mong mas pagtuunan pa ng pansin.
Yeah, so para we'll be sharing you some ideas from our perspective.
Yes.
Then pasok nyo na lang sa inyo. Pero if nahihirapan kayo, chat nyo kami.
Ayan.
We'll help you.
So for our first quadrant,
Yun.
ito po, yung nasa yellow, yan yung important and urgent.
Yeah. So, ano ang important para lang may isang important na may important sa'yo.
Family.
Family.
Anything that has something to do with family matters,
Sige.
yun talaga yung dapat mauna.
Okay. So, kumbaga, sa usapan na ngayon, anything related dun sa family mo,
Yeah.
yun yung important sa'yo.
Yeah. Kumbaga, prioritize ko yun unang-una.
Okay. So, sa point of view ko naman, ito, yung business. Para lang may perspective tayo on how to do this. Kasi kapag marami kang important, mahirapan ka mag-decide kung sino ba ang uunahin.
Ayan.
So, first, sabi dito sa important ay, ano to? Hindi ko basa.
Crisis, mga emergencies.
Sorry.
Kunwari, nagkaroon ka ng family emergency.
Yeah.
You really have to attend on that. Diba? So,
Yeah.
nandito rin yung mga deadlines ng mga specific projects or sa business, diba? And yung mga last-minute presentations na kailangan mong i-finish.
Ba't kasi di-block yung font ito? Pero anyway, hirap na hirap yung mata na. Anyway, ayan. So, urgent. Yan. Urgent kasi nga sa family, di ba? Kailangan biling gamot, may kailangan biling gamit. Yan. So, bigyan pa example pa.
So, kumbaga with me, bukas may talk ako. So, last-minute presentation ko, yun yung magiging important.
Related ba sa family yan?
Hindi, dun lang, sa example.
Sa family tayo kami.
Pero pag sa family, kunwari may biglang emergency na kailangan for check-up or kailangan ihatid sa clinic.
Uuwi ka?
Uuwi talaga ako agad.
Okay. So, yun yung ano ko. Para may distinction so biglang naging business yung sa'yo. So, for business, biglang may sa Friday, meron daw booth. Biglang may event. Drop everything kasi kailangan mag-prepare ng gamit kasi important na siya and very urgent kasi we want to improve the business, diba? So, we have to drop everything kahit na meron tayong session for health, meron tayong session for a meeting. If it's not that important, uunahin ko talaga yung business. So, drop talaga siya. And it would fall on quadrant 1. Okay, clear ba siya? Clear ba? Clear na. Family lang tayo. Sa'yo, family lang. Okay.
For number 2, ito naman yung important pero not so urgent.
Yeah. So sample.
Ayan. Dito kasi examples niya is preparation, planning, prevention. Dito rin yung mga values clarification, capability improvement, relationship building, and true recreation and relaxation.
Yeah. So, dito naman, kay not urgent but important, dito mo ngayon pa-practice yung delegation skills mo.
Yeah.
Kasi si quadrant 1, dahil it needs urgent action, you cannot delegate things appropriately and then check natin, baka mamaya yung kalalabas, hindi tayo sure if maganda.
Yeah.
Diba? So, technically, si first quadrant is needs you to be there, while si quadrant 2, pwede mo na siyang i-delegate. Diba? So, yung mga preparation, yung planning and prevention, pwede mo yun i-delegate sa ibang tao kasi hindi naman siya urgent. You have the time to review the things that they did.
Mm-hmm.
So, dito ngayon papasok, bakit yung ibang tao, ang dami nilang nagagawa kasi pwede sila mag-delegate.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so, dito ngayon papasok, bakit siya important? Kasi pwede mo rin siya, it still move the needle. It will still move the needle na ma-improve yung business. Ikaw, siguro, buying medicines, pwede namang ibang
Yeah,
gumawa.
may
Diba?
grocery, may mga apps na ngayon that we can integrate pag kailangan
Mm.
ng food, papadeliver na lang.
Ah.
So, kumbaga, yun yung mga small things na still important for me, pero not so urgent. So, for
Mm.
example, recently, nito, nalaman namin na meron kaming relative na na-aksidente. Siyempre, it's important for us to be posted about it. Pero I don't have to be there sa lugar na yun. Ayan.
And so, kanina, nabanggit mo, urgent and important. Sa'yo, ang pagbili ng gamot, pwede mo na ba siya i-delegate?
Pwede.
Ba't mo dinelegate?
Para, as in dito tayo, na sa...
Ba't hindi mo dinelegate nun? Sabi mo kanina,
Hindi, kumbaga, pag for emergencies, na for check-up, ganyan. So,
para lang malaman nila kasi bakit, kala ko ba, de-delegate mo yung mga kayang pwedeng i-delegate, pero, ayan, kasi naging urgent.
yeah.
Kasi naging urgent yung pagbili ng gamot. So, bakit mo pa i-delegate? Diba?
Mhm.
Baka maling gamot pa mabili, mas magastos pa.
Ayan.
So,
For our
next.
third one, this is the urgent, pero
Not
so
important.
important. So,
Yeah.
nandito siya sa ating color green na quadrant. So, dito, yun nga katulad ng mga interruptions or mga biglaang calls na unexpected, mga emails that you have to cater in. And ito yung mga pressing matters and mga popular activities.
Ayan. Tapos biglang may tumawag, di ba? Hello, may delivery po kayo. May parcel po kayo. So, kasama yan dito. Urgent siya kasi kailangan mo siyang i-receive. So, from your online shopping or else, baka ma-forfeit yung pinadeliver mo. So, urgent siya but not important kasi baka yung pinili mo lang is something, depende nga ano yung binili mo. So, if it moves the needle ulit, di baka important din siya. Pero kung hindi naman, ano mo binili mo, nagbili ka ng kuko, bumili ka ng lashes, mga ganyan mo. So, hindi siya important, pero urgent siya.
Yeah.
So, pwede mo bang i-delegate si quadrant 3?
Hindi. Ikaw pa rin yan eh. Kasi, nandun siya sa urgent matter na kailangan you personally, you have to address it.
Depende.
Okay.
Depende sa, pwede mo pa-receive. May delivery ako dyan, mapareceive.
Okay.
So, pwede mo pa rin siyang i-delegate if meron ka makakontak agad. Pero if wala, sorry ka, ikaw talaga babiyahe. So, doon nga mapasok yung delegation pa rin. So, sino ba yung di ba meron ng meme na, kikidnap ka. Sino yung isang taong pag tinawagan mo ng isang beses, sasagot agad. Parang tipong ganun.
Yeah.
Diba? So, urgent siya, pero not important sa sino bang kidnapper papayag na tumawag sa diba? So, ayan. So, that's for the not urgent, not important, pero urgent. And lastly,
ayan. Fourth one is the not important and not urgent activities. So, for example, ito yung mga pag magsascroll ka sa social media, mga Lazada, Shopee, ganyan, mga some calls, emails, catch up, or activities for you to escape. Like maglalaro ka, mag-unwind ka, ayan. And ito yung mga time wasters talaga. But still, kumbaga, it's still part of your process, pero dapat nandun na siya sa fourth na priorities mo na.
So, clarify lang namin, no, na yung mga recreations nyo, yung mga unwind nyo is important but not urgent.
Yeah.
So, gusto nyo lumipad, gusto nyo mag-travel, it's important but you can schedule it. Meaning, it's not urgent. Hindi siya yung, nakabook ka na bukas. Yun, naging urgent na siya. Pero kasi, yung mga recreation mo, time for you to unwind, to reset, to retreat, to recollect, you can schedule that ahead of time, 1 year from now. Kasi mas mura, di ba? Technically, mas mura ang flight, ang booking kapag mas maaga ka nag-book. So, ngayon, to reiterate si fourth quadrant, ito yung tipong talagang gusto mo lang mag-scroll. Na, actually, di ko alam paano mo to hindi mo 'to ini-schedule, pero napapaschedule siya.
Yeah.
Pumapasok siya sa schedule mo kasi kinain ka na ng sistema.
Yeah.
Kinain ka na ng social media, kinain ka na ng YouTube, ng TikTok, ng ano. So, yung mga example. Or kaladkarin ka, may nag-aya. Oh, Hana, ikaw, parang to, uy, magbibicol ako next week. Sige. Sige. Ayan, so, ayun, sa Bicol kami ngayon.
Ayan. So, kumbaga dito, kaya natin siya kinakategorize kasi syempre, gusto natin ma-priority those ones that are in color yellow. And yung number 4 is to totally eliminate them or improve them para maging important or somehow, kasi ano na to ito na yung mga bad habits na natin yung mga nasa quadrant 4. So, we have to, if we're not gonna be honest with it, hindi tayo magkakategorize sa parang, hindi yung paglalazada ko or pagtitiktok ko, relate siya sa work ko or kumbaga,
Di mo need de-defend din sarili.
yeah. Kumbaga, if you're going to be honest with it, syempre, kumbaga, for someone who's working sa freelancing or social media, yun talaga yung work niya.
Yeah.
Pero as someone na hindi naman related to that, gina-justify mo pa. So, kumbaga, list all of your activities for today, put them in this quadrant, and then you will soon realize na, okay, kaya pala feeling ko kulang yung oras ko kasi ang tagal nang napupunta into...
Nag-aabang ng delivery.
Yeah. Into unnecessary to-do lists and activities mo.
And so, that's it. So, sana meron kayong nakuha today with the urgent and important matrix kasi we know this theoretically, we apply them, but somehow marupok din kami.
Yeah, we're just like you guys na normal lang, like hindi rin fix yung aming schedule. And kumbaga, time management, it's a skill that you have to develop. Hindi siya yung bigla-bigla na parang sobrang galing mo na time management. Kasi there are also other factors that would come in, which is yung mga problems natin kanina.
Yeah.
So in here, bottom line is you just have to be adaptable, be honest, and that one simple matrix can really help you achieve the work balance that you want to integrate.
So remember, hindi nyo kailangan perfect agad itong matrix na to, itong pagpa-priority management nyo kasi you'll never be perfect.
Yeah.
Yan. Accept mo na yun. So, accepted na namin yun. Pero wag niyong gagamitin yun as complacency na hindi ako maging perfect, so I won't be better. So, still try to be improved every day. You are your engineer of your own life. And
ayan, feel free to follow us on our social media accounts. I'm Engineer Hannah on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
And I am your live engineer on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Ayan. And we also have a community that we're building up. It's called the Life Engineers Community. We are on Facebook. So join lang kayo dyan, guys, wherein we post content about personal development, soft skills, and financial literacy. And ayan, we still have our upcoming last outreach program namin to for the year. And our beneficiaries naman is our Potion Project in Bacolod City naman. So, ayan, ipa-flash yung mga proceeds natin will be used sa ating outreach program. And kahapon, di ba, nung Sunday, naisingit pa sa busy schedule natin, ayan, volunteer na tayo into their shelter sa Bulacan. So, Teko, how was your experience dito kahapon?
Masaya siya. Yun nga, ang dami talagang stray dogs na hindi natin siguro kayang i-alagaan. Good thing with this shelter, talagang open sila to ampon, to orphan dogs. Yes, may buhay rin sila. They need cuddles, they need and yet, matapang lang sila, pero pag nilapitan mo na sila, nagpapa-hug na rin sila, nagpapakamot, ano tawag niya?
Malambing na sila.
Basta yun. Nagpapapet na rin sila. So, thank you guys for those who donate in our Potion Project.
Ayan. So, you can still show your support and donate any amount dito sa ating QR codes right here. And all of your donations will be donated naman sa Bacolod Shelter naman.
Yeah. So, next month na yon. So, please do donate kasi maraming aso, maraming pusa. Hindi ko alam ano bang mga doon. na makikinabang with your donation, and this would be a great Christmas gift or this would be a year-ender gift for others. And diba, kami na, i-delegate nyo na yung pag-help sa ibang tao through us.
Yeah.
And still the same naman yung mag-feel nyo doon na we're creating that impact to help others.
And so to end this show again, you are the engineer of your own life and be 1% better every day. See you. Bye. Thank you, guys.
Ang 40D, tumutulong patibayin ng vital organs, iwas sakit sa puso at iba pang sakit.
Ang ubo, mabilis lumala. Kaya dapat agapan. Dapat New Solmux Advanced Syrup. May 2 times zinc para ang ubo, imbis na lumala, tulungang mabilis mawala. New Solmux Advanced Syrup.
Unilab yan.